But there was not much time to think, as after some talking or discussion between other characters that came about, many things were brought to light, but more importantly, the fact that someone was tipped off that their things were taken, and a red dragon of ancient origin reared his head as he incinerated the town, and you three were forced to flee. Barely given a moment to tell the others to start running out themselves to try and go to safety. Those who either are alive or incinerated are up in the air for you three right now. You do not know who is safe and who is in danger. Yes, Doath?
We did not know things were stolen.
You did, yes, because you put stuff in there.
No, we didn't. It was all the other guys. They had their cloaks, their badges. It was all them. We didn't know at all.
But they did it in front of you.
Yeah, but we didn't know there was something in there that was taken.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because they rolled a stealth check, and we didn't pass it.
For sure. Either way, someone found out that their stuff was stolen, I guess is the better way to put this. The more important part is that someone found that their stuff was stolen, not even saying like who tipped them off or who did anything about it. Vokor became an ancient red dragon. He reared his head, he showed his true colors. After all the other discussions of things that have happened, that is the note that we bring ourselves back in on, as he incinerates the town in his fury and rage. And you three have to run out fleeing, trying to just save who you can or tell others to flee, but you're not sure who is safe and who is secure. It is for a good 20 minutes that you guys find yourself running throughout the autumnal woods before you can finally take a breath to try and relax into things. And you guys find yourselves over here. Right after the trails of fire and ember burning like the autumnal leaves that are falling across the sky intermingle with each other. It is a tense situation at the moment, and you're not exactly sure who is safe or not. But Badon is with you, and so is Nudge. Nudge made it out perfectly fine. I just don't have them in the scene just because, but if there's a moment that you guys would like to discuss of what your current plans are, now's the time.
I would think that the characters look back and see this blade, this pillar of fire rising up.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. I mean, 1 minute we were there, and now it's burnt to the ground. I mean, it wasn't us this time, right?
What even happened back there? Do you know why this is happening?
We just asked him to guard our stuff.
And he incinerates the entire town from it? I think the biggest thing is you knew a dragon?
I didn't know he was a dragonborn, but I didn't know he was a dragon.
I thought those things were myths.
Yeah. I thought that cult
at some point, but one who's not been spotted in so long.
Do you think everywhere else is in danger now from it? Is this a thing we need to take care of?
There's no way we can take care of him. Even when he wasn't a dragon, he pulsed power. There's no way.
I don't
what do we
know
do?
Maybe we should just keep running to the city, maybe? I don't know. I think if we stay around here, we're gonna end up getting roasted with everyone else.
Yeah. Is there a stick nearby? In the
Yeah.
forest.
Tons.
Okay.
Yeah, in the forest, yes. You have found a stick. Don't worry, you don't even need a roll for that one.
Awa picks up a stick and they start drawing like a bunch of random lines in the dirt, and like
Okay.
some lines branch off, and then some lines just end, but then other ones just continue going on and on. And I was just looking at it, and it's like here. Calliope, do you have detect magic?
I do.
Can you use it on this? I feel like we're cursed or something. 'Cause
Volker did mention things happen around you guys.
this one, I don't know why. Because here, and they like point to a line. Getting to Kuna, oh no, and they moved like even further back. Here, after our initial encounter, false Hydra, then town destroyed, Kraken. Town destroyed, rebels. Town destroyed, dragon. That one time is an accident. 2 times it's coincidence, but 3 times that's a pattern.
Again with the patterns! Oh my goodness, there's been stupid patterns everywhere. With all this, like, the Hydra and the rocks and everything.
So I was gonna take a deep breath and be like, okay, I think what we need to do is there's so many things happening around us. We need to focus on something.
Let's get across the border. Let's get out of Kunaklat.
Okay.
It's a good start.
And yeah, let's do that. Focus on that. And then I think we all need to get on the same page.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
All right, then.
So, considering
continue-
everything is on fire, we should probably get moving.
That would make sense. If we just continue riding northwest, we should make it. We should be right on the border, actually.
All right.
All right. You guys would like to continue towards the border?
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys continue going across the border, or getting to the border, and oh fucking! I just need to do a thing really quickly. Figure. Once I get in, just a second. I forgot that I have to like give you guys vision on this thing.
I would like to see, yes.
I would like to see.
This is what I see in the dark. No dark vision. Oh, never mind.
No dark vision. Yeah, you're just like, oh, actual darkness.
Wow. This is what I see when I take my glasses off.
Oh my god. I was about to say that too, but I was like, no, it's more like French impressionism.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah.
You guys continue traveling for a while, until you finally get to the peninsula that connects the Vendegian Empire with Canacleth. This is the only stretch of land that connects the two. A small, but 6-meter wide strip of land that forms a bridge. Overseeing it, a larger-than-life marbled statue, carved out of the rock face itself, stands poised with a sword, ready to defend the land or sever the tie between these two countries. It's as you come up here that I would like anyone to roll a perception check for me, but only one of you can roll a perception check for me.
Probably Calliope.
I think I can help with that.
Okay. Casual level 9 things when you're like, plus 20.
Just Stranger
Perception.
Things.
Yeah, perception.
Are we still in forest? Can I make this my favorite terrain?
You are not in a forest.
Yeah, okay.
I cast guidance.
Wait,
Guidance.
what? I'm dying. Ah.
Guidance is
You want your
1d4,
guidance?
right? Yeah. It's 1d4.
You do not need a D4. You do not need the guidance.
Let me add a d4.
Let's do the D4.
Oh my god, roll it.
I'm rolling.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm crying. I'm crying inside.
Are you though?
Just Baldur's Gate things. Any skill check? Guidance. Roll a 4, add 4 on top of it. The 20 as if it wasn't enough. Okay. So, with a 24, you notice that around here, the bridge itself seems to be guarded by multiple paladins. There is a couple things here. First, going down the list, something that a lot of people can see very easily, there is an airship parked on the Vendegian side of this bridge. A very big airship, but in terms of airships for people out there that they've seen, it's pretty slender. In fact, it's like a small schooner, if anything. There are guards guarding the bridge on both sides as paladins, and there seems to be a line queuing up around. A lot of other people that were attempting to flee this place seem to be also like in line trying to get just through. They're like, fuck Anacleth, I'm not here anymore.
Same.
But you also notice that the glint of the fiery pillar extends its light even across here. The river that comes between or beneath the bridge glints this fiery red light off of its watery surface. A small detail that others might not notice, but with your eyes, you're able to keenly pick up and see just how far the reaches of that pillar's breadth extends. Whatever is happening back there is a problem that will not go away. As you guys finally make your way over here, though, it will then bring you into the actual battle map for this place, because I have the battle map to accompany this.
Wow.
Wow.
Elsa means it will also be Baymor's fucking problem now.
That is true.
Yeah. Giant dragon. Let loose.
Giant dragon?
I believe in Muma.
I believe in the dragon that they come to.
I mean, your Muma could finally rest from her.
It's true. It's true. I mean, I'd feel sad knowing she got roasted by Dragonfire, but also at least then that deals with the Baymore problem. So,
maybe this is the answer all along.
Small blessings, we take it.
we take those. We take those.
You need a bless? I'd cast bless.
But yeah, scene is open for you guys. You are free to move about as you would like.
Oh no. This is gonna get in line. I am riding Dua.
Oh, hey, the lions.
The line seems to be south of us.
Oh, my bad.
I'm now riding the pig.
Oh, whoops.
Looks like there's a lot of paladins around. We might need Duath for sure.
As you come up on the line, you notice a couple familiar faces, Awa. And you run up and you see Treos and Tyrus. Treos sees and goes, "Oh goodness, you're safe. I got Tyrus. We're all fine, but things are very shaken up. And he puts his hands on you. Are you okay? How are you feeling? Are things settled for you?"
Sweat off their forehead. And they like look to Calliope, see if Calliope is looking. Is Calliope looking?
Oh yeah.
Like yeah. And then like pats Treos' hand. It's like, yeah, thank you for working. And like carefully takes it off. And still holding it. It's like, thanks for caring. You're so sweet.
He looks confused for a moment, and then a conversation comes back into his mind. And he goes, yes, I'm sorry, there was a lot of townspeople there. I remember seeing you all around and just wanted to make sure you're safe. Calliope, you're safe too, yes?
What? Well, I'm not covered in Dragonfire, so yes.
Okay, good, yes, that's another thing. And then his brother pipes up, yeah, apparently dragons exist again now.
I was telling people, but they didn't believe me about this dragon cult.
Are you saying this was the work of a cult?
No, but I mean the cult originated from somewhere. Dragons were coming back.
So, you think that this was a coincidence then? Or this is like the causation? How is this working? And he puts his paws together. I need to know your theory. Call it a dragon theory.
Oh, I just had heard from people that were accumulating together and praising dragons once again, that there was a dragon around. And lo and behold, the dragon shows up after suddenly people are talking about dragons. I guess they were onto something.
I guess they must have been onto something. That's true.
Gotta respect the timing, I guess.
Yeah, and they were talking about like being blessed by the dragon rather than cursed by its flame. And honestly, I kind of want to get in on that now. I'd rather take a blessing than a curse.
You're saying the fire was good?
No,
the fire that burned down the entire town, you're saying that's a blessing?
No, that's a curse. The blessing is being left alone by the dragon.
If that is all we have to hope for in this world, I'm not sure I want to keep going.
That's no, Treos.
No, this is Tyrus speaking. Treos is fine. He's like taking a backseat to this. This is Tyrus.
Oh, Tyrus, you can't say that. Like, you know that harm comes our way no matter what. And to be living in fear doesn't make sense.
We go in harm's way, but we're at least allowed to fight back against it. I can't fight, and he looks at his enchanted blade that you've given him. I can't fight that with this. Other harm, I can fight, I can protect, I can defend myself against this. I just have to pray that I'm left alone?
Maybe there's more to it.
For now, that may be the case. For now, maybe it means you have to raw yourself to come back. Some challenges are not meant to be tackled right away.
A voice sparks up from the bridge. Hey, enough talking back there. Get in line or get out of the way. Next.
We're trying to get through, actually.
And then a beggar comes up, and he looks at the paladin and goes, I have nothing on my name. I am only looking through to get to a place of greater opportunity. And the paladin goes, do you have the funds required for travel, though? We can't just let anyone into the country that can't be able to sustain themselves, otherwise you'd be a burden. I have nothing, sir. It's the land of opportunity over there. I'm meant to grab that opportunity and earn it for myself. You have nothing to offer, and so we will turn you away. Back of the line.
Owl whispers to Treos, have you been here a while? How much are they asking for?
I've been here but once. It's usually a paltry sum of either 1,000 gold or 100 IP.
1,000 gold?
1,000 gold? Holy crap.
Yeah.
Just to prove that you can take care of yourself, surely.
Well,
next!
That's... Do they even pay that much? And like, how many years would it take to accumulate 1,000 gold?
It's about a year's worth of salary.
Is gold that cheap? Sorry, this is gold. Player asking. I thought gold was supposed to be, rare and like
a lot. So here's a funny thing about the economy. Gold is hard and it is rare, but also it has been so long that a lot of the gold has been dug up that the trading of gold is very cheapened. The finding of new gold, the actual accumulation of it, that is hard. Trading it around happens across the decently wealthy very easily. The price they're still asking for is still giving up a whole year's salary just to cross a bridge. That is still a lot. But in the grand scheme of things for trading things, like, there are people that are rich enough to do it.
Oh, yeah. But, like, for it to be a year's worth of salary, because in my mind, I thought, so the most common thing would be bronze or copper. And then, if you're like middle wealth, you have a lot of silver, and then the rich have gold. But
it's not really like that. It's more like, think of them more as demarcations of value. It is not that 1,000 gold is like $1 million. A 1 gold piece is equal to around like 200 or $500.
That makes it so much. It makes it worth a lot less in my mind now. Wow.
Okay.
That's
A lot of people
terrible.
hold, but a lot of people hold that $200, that $500, not in gold, but in bronze or in silver, because there's been a lot of it dug up and it's being traded amongst the wealthier classes. So it's harder to have you don't always pay for a thing in a $100 bill. You'll sometimes pay for it in the 520s, that kind of bit. But it's still the same value.
Okay. Processing. We can move on.
Okay. As the dwarf comes up, is there anything that you guys would like to do? Would you like to get in line? Would you like to try and push yourself to the front of the line?
I was sneaks to the back. Where's the little kid? Right there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
As you come around, you also notice another familiar face.
Hold on. I don't have control of my token. I'm in a rock. Stop moving. Who's moving?
No, I moved you. I moved you out of the wall.
Okay, I'm moving. No, I wanted to be behind the rock, so as he was going over, I would just kind of drop
Let's see here.
platinum.
Okay. You're going to drop a platinum piece on the ground?
Yeah, but obviously it can't be. Awa doesn't want them to be seen.
Okay. He does not notice a piece falling on the ground.
Reverse pickpocket.
Excuse me, did you drop that? What is it, a watch or a momentum from your family?
What? And his eyes widen as he sees it. No, that is not mine. I'm sorry. That is amazing, though. He looks up. It might have fallen out of your pocket.
My pocket? No, I don't. What is it? Oh my god.
It's a piece of platinum.
Platinum?
And you did see it. By all rights, it is yours.
I was like, wheels are spinning. They've never had to scam someone into taking money.
Damn, how do I be nice without being actually like forthright nice? Fuck.
Well, I mean, surely I've already, and I was whispering so the others don't hear. Is like, I've already been blessed by the dragon. Surely this must be the dragon shining their fortune on you.
Oh my god, dragon cold.
Roll me you can either do a persuasion to make him buy it, or a deception roll to make him feel like you actually believe what you're saying.
Anyone's got guidance.
Yeah, anyone with guidance. Okay, that's mid. We're good.
An 11, he's like, I don't think we should be talking about dragon's blessings right now, considering what it's not even just happened, it's like what is currently happening right now.
If anything, it's more of a reason to. I know if a dragon favored me, I'd want to take that favor rather than be against them.
I just want to be safe. I lost everything I had back there. The dragon has not blessed me, he took everything from me.
Awa puts the platinum in their hand and like closes their fingers around the little guy's hand. It's like, maybe this is a way of the dragon telling you that sorry and to start over.
You put your hand in his hand as you put the platinum. I need you to do a sleight of hand to see if he brushes or sees anything glinting.
Okay.
He doesn't notice anything, but he will take the platinum piece and just go, I do not know why you find me deserving of this, but I thank you nonetheless. I appreciate it.
Remember.
And he moves back in line.
Wait. Just remember, dragons hoard things, so you need to keep those memories safe and collect more.
He processes this as he turns back in line.
Okay.
He's got a lot of
Now-
things swimming in his head. He went from having
Okay.
nothing to probably the most he's ever held in his hand right now. And he does not know if the paladins give change.
Oh no! Okay.
Duas
Just
is
gonna walk around.
Duas gonna lean to Calliope and be like, okay, so who are the people traveling with us?
Well, we've got you, me, Awa, Beidon, Nudge, and
Oh yeah. Hey guys, this is that's Treos and his brother I almost said Tigress. Zurg.
You trust
Line.
them? Are they part of your group?
Treos and Tyrus.
Tiris.
But also, you did notice a familiar face when you were handing the platinum over to that young boy. There's someone else from the camp here. This orc girl.
Okay, hold on.
An orc girl that you remember one of your former companions spending some time with.
Oh. Hey Calliope, I think your buddy's up there.
who?
Well, I don't think I was around there for the bed. Or
No,
but
you're thinking of
Yeah.
a different thing. This is when you guys were in the camp and Asias went with the orc girl.
yeah, I don't think I was around for that.
no, it was just Calliope and Asia's.
Yeah.
And
Never
then
mind,
the
I would've
girl
known.
was like, "Oh, Calliope, I'll see you later," and just shove her aside, and then she got down to business.
Awa still saw this girl though at the camp. Is more so what I'm
Okay.
saying. You know,
Never
you've
mind.
seen this face before. You know who Tafa is.
Okay. Amend. Calliope, isn't that someone from your camp, like your people's camp up there?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. Once you get past all the lion mane, you see other hair. That runs there.
Okay.
I'm just asking who's traveling with us to see if I can talk with the guards, then we can get through.
Okay,
Oh.
so it's
My
We
bad.
did before.
yeah. It's us three, Beidon, Nudge, and are the lions with us? Or
Sure. Why not?
they're not usually with us. It's usually just us and Beidon and Nudge.
Yeah, that's true. Hold on. And she leans over. No, she leans under Calliope's arm. Hey, Treos. Do you want to come with us over the border?
Sure. Are you able to pay for our passage? I mean, and he looks around. I was getting ready to hand over my savings, but sure, I'll take a free ride.
Yeah, they're coming with us.
Okay. Can
Untucks from Calliope's arm.
I think Duoth is still waiting for an answer.
Yeah, so it'd be
two.
1, 2, 3,
Beidon.
4. Yeah.
Your friends over there, they're two, right?
yes, I believe so.
I was staring at Duoth very intently, and you can tell that they're thinking. It's like, hey, Duoth, do you think you could let everyone here pass? Well, not everyone, but everyone who was in front of us.
Like, go ahead before of us, or bring them along with us?
Just help them cross. Cause the payment is so steep that even if people had means to start over, they're rendering them back to zero. And it doesn't seem very righteous for a land built on paladins.
There are a lot of things that are not very righteous for a land built on paladins, but I'll see what I can do. Believe me, I would know.
Can you bring us into Asias's mind a little bit? As he kind of like, is he gritting his words through teeth there, or?
He's speaking from experience.
Or Duat's world? He's speaking from experience.
He's speaking from experience because, well, he worked as a paladin for like so long. He's seen things where it's like you have to do your duty because that's your oath, but also this is not what's best for the people.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason I ended up in Yale, to begin with.
Yeah.
So that's why he's like, okay, who are we bringing? So yeah, he would want to try and bring like the people that are here. So
Okay.
That's what he was asking, like, okay, who is with us?
I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Calliope and Awa, but you basically said Duoth, Calliope, Awa, Badon, Nudge, Treos, and Tyrus. And then there was a second thing of saying, could you just bring everyone here?
So he's gonna try.
If it's not everyone here, then it would be 7. If it is everyone here, that would be 10.
He's gonna try and bring everyone, if he can. So he's gonna wait for the little gentleman that's in front to go first, do his business, and...
The little dwarf actually got turned away.
Oh. That's tragic.
I was like, hey, wait, come back. We're gonna see. Come back.
Yeah, he's gonna step over and be like, greetings. I have business to attend to in Armagh.
Excuse you, you can go to the back of the line for things. And then the other speaks up and goes, no. You see that armor? He's an actual paladin. And the other goes, stands at attention, like stands a little bit firmer. He had been slacking beforehand. Hail, fellow paladin. What business are you trying to attend to?
I have people to meet over in Armagh, for a specific date, so I need to be punctual.
Of course. And he looks over and sees this pin attached and goes, what company is this from? I'm not aware.
I work directly under Rallo.
Audible gulp from what is going on here. His job has went from just making sure some people don't pass into the country into basically talking to a right hand of Rallo. And he goes, well, if you need to stay on time, sir, and he salutes. You and your compatriots of your traveling party are more than welcome to take our airship, sir. You could get there right on time. And he finishes his salute. It would be nothing for us. We're here on duty anyways. Would that help?
That would be of great help. I really appreciate it. And he offers his hand for a handshake.
Trembling, shaking, with like nervous anxiety, he puts his hand over to yours, and for your very calm grip, you can just see this like trembling hand move into the trembling arm, into a trembling shoulder. He's like, pleasure meeting you, sir. My name is Corporal Axel, sir. Corporal Axel. If you could remember me, it would be great.
I'll do my best to remember your name, and thank you for both of you. Thank you for your duties.
Absolutely, sir. And he stands over, and then this one says, to actually make sure we have things going according to the book, we do still need to note down how many are in your adventuring party, so that way we can just keep a log.
How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7.
7, 8, 9 with Nudge. And then I don't know if the dwarf is still here. I can't see past the rock.
The dwarf is still here. He's just in the back of the line.
He was just like, go.
10. Put him in the middle.
It's 10 of us.
10. And he looks around. These ones that were in line before are part of your adventuring party, sir?
That's my bad. They were waiting for me.
Give me a deception roll.
Oh my god.
Guidance.
You can also do this at advantage because you are a higher rank.
Okay. Advantage. 21, and I can add a 1d4 if I want to.
Okay.
Do it. Do it.
Oh my god, fine.
23.
Yes, with a 23, you pass. He looks over and like kind of puts his hands on his hips. He has dealt with other things before. He's not too intimidated by you, but he's willing to at least respect it and goes, "Of course, sir. Well, here you are." And he tosses over this little like etheric pass is for like keys to the airship and goes, "Safe travels, and I hope things go out well for you."
Thank you. Yeah,
Steps
I
to the
can look back
side.
at the rest of the group to like, follow in a line, organize,
Yeah.
pretend we have our shit together.
Okay.
Come on, ducklings, let's go.
Okay, I'll go behind you.
Yeah, so like
Oh.
2 by 2, holding hands.
Oh, okay. 2 by 2.
And then you all
I'm
go 2
lost.
by 2, 2 by 2.
I'm fun.
I ran into the statue.
It's okay, I'm bumping into every single statue in our way.
Yeah, you're so big. I was like, I had to double check this before, and I'm like, oh, Duoth can like just barely get into things here. Like he has to take the whole bridge himself.
Oh, boom, boom.
But yeah, you guys get your way over here.
Where's the airship?
Just a second. Well, if you scroll out a bit, you'll see it. It's right there.
I see it.
Isn't
Okay.
aren't some of these guys familiar?
Yes. So once you clear the other side of the bridge, you notice that there's other people trying to cross into the from the Vendangian
I
Empire
remember
into
Scrooge McDuck there.
into Kenacleth. This man seems to be being supported by this larger-than-life dragonborn. The old man is pleading with the guard as he goes, "Please, you don't understand. There's a great evil coming over, and I cannot be here for this. I have survived multiple cullings, and I will not be here for another." And the man next to him, the dragonborn, goes, "Please, just let us pass. You don't need us. If we don't have enough funds to fend for ourselves on the other side, we will simply perish. We will not be any trouble to you." And meanwhile, this guard is going, "Well, we'll deal with this once the bridge clears first. The rest of you, keep going along. And if you have any contraband, make sure you put it in the contraband pile." And you notice there's a pile next to this other paladin just filled with various weapons and knives and knickknacks, and also a couple of weird drugs.
Can I look at it and see what there is in there? Wait, I'm just gonna click the pile. I never mind. Zurg,
What?
What's in the pile?
I would like to look. Are there any cool guns there?
There are no cool guns.
Is there any not cool guns?
No.
Any guns?
No.
I'll take mediocre.
There are no guns. It's just a pile of like sticks and sharp pointy things and a bit of drugs.
I was just sized medieval.
The paladin, meanwhile, looking and goes, "Don't stop looking at my pile."
Are you a dragon?
What?
I mean, you're hoarding it.
This is my job.
Oh. I'm less interested. Walks away.
Okay. The rest will still come through in line, and then you will hear these two continue arguing, going, "Look, now the bridge is cleared. Please, just let us pass." And the paladin going, No, you don't have enough to cross the toll. Why? There's no reason we should let you pass for anything. As they all go, but you saw how many just passed over here. Like, this can't be an issue going on for this. And it seems that they're just going back and forth trying to find their way into the city. Whereas one of them will then look over and see the entire crowd that came by. Go, please, you're another paladin, right? You're on a party or something. Can you get us past this?
Before he came over, I think Awa would loudly like click their tongue, like enough for Duoth to hear. And just be like, I knew it. It wasn't. There's thieves. Oh, no offense. I know you run with that gang, but telling lies that they need to show 1,000 gold to make sure that they're able to sustain for themselves and then take it. They're no better than just thieves. No, thieves have more honor.
No, I know, I understand this. But we have to get through.
Excuse me, sir. Sir Paladin, will you get me across?
What's your name? Who are you?
I am Calder of Srash, up in the northern Vindegian Empire. There is a great evil up in the north. A great evil. If you are headed to the Vindegian Empire, I implore you to not go. I am trying to save myself and put myself across this bridge towards safety. The entire country is doomed. I cannot be here for this, please.
It is not much safer if you do cross a bridge.
Then where am I supposed to go?
Go east.
To Brador? And more of these chuckle fucks? And he like kicks the other paladin next to him and he's like grabs his shin and goes, ah, fuck, ah.
I was like, yeah, you get him, guys. You get him.
He said he's heading out of the Bandagan Empire, right?
Yes. I am all the way from the northern reaches. I have seen firsthand what is coming our way.
Well, sadly, I do have business to attend to in Bindiga, so I am afraid I cannot help you get out as I am going in.
I think the last part of yours cut off. What'd you say there?
Oh, I cannot help you get out as I am going in to Bindiga.
Then, fine. If you wish to go and deal with death itself, that is none of my concern. But please, me and my compatriot, we have traveled a long, long ways. Could you help us cross this bridge at the very least?
He's gonna lean down to Awan Calliope and be like, there's a dragon on the other side.
I don't think he knows that.
Maybe we should let him know.
One of the cities, he's gonna speak back up and be like, one of the towns is currently being burned down by a dragon.
A dragon? Myths have never existed in real life.
Awa pops up behind Coyote. No, they're coming back.
No.
She saw it with her own eyes. We fled the city.
Just a story. Those things are just stories. Those things don't exist. Duoth, give me an insight check.
Okay. Insight. Oh, tragic. It was almost a 19.
I cast guidance.
That'll push it over. Others can also roll for insight since you're all talking to this man, I suppose. But we'll give it some more chances.
All right, Calliope, what is it? Oh my god.
You are kidding
I'm with you,
me.
buddy.
You are kidding me.
I'm behind her. I can't tell.
Calliope, you notice this man is fidgeting, and his eyes dart around at when he is talking about, no, myths never have existed. It's just a myth. I've never. Everything he's doing, he is lying through his teeth.
Sir, look, I don't know what you've been through or anything, and I understand you really want to get across and get out of here, but you're just walking in a death's door if you go across this bridge. I promise nothing is going to save you from this dragon.
He grabs you and holds you close.
Or the war. There's, beyond the dragon, there's a lich, there's a power-hungry madman, there's Kunacleth is not safe.
He grabs you and holds you close. To everyone else, feigning that he has fallen into you. In your ear, Calliope, he says, I know what is going on over there. It is the only chance we have against the threat that it comes from the north. The Hydras are coming. Anything you hold dear, anything you remember, will be lost to all of time. I am going there to funnel its rage into the death's door that lies for us at the north. Get me across, or everything you know will be forgotten towards all time. He comes back up. Oh, sorry, dear me, my old bones. Oh.
And I, as he whispers that, because she knows, obviously, she's gonna try and slip him a platinum piece.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
Got this.
Can I cast guidance? No,
This is just Baldur's Gate. Luna's been playing Baldur's Gate, is what I'm learning here today.
No, I haven't touched that game in 8 months.
Has it been 8
21?
months? 21?
I don't know.
Ivan?
When was July?
21.
It was July. I do not know, but he takes the platinum piece and calmly puts it in his hand. He understands the message implicitly. As he goes, oh dear me, my old bones. Oh,
no,
well,
it's
if you
okay,
can't
it's
help me
okay.
across, I apologize for that. Pretty women and all that. Haha, funny pervy old man. I'll leave you now.
Okay, I'm sorry we couldn't help you, but best of luck.
I hope you all find what you need over there. And should you be lost at ever a chance, know that whatever you were looking for is probably in a bag. And he goes over to the guard and goes, Sir,
Oh, sorry.
I believe I have
can I do-
a platinum piece for you. And the guard goes, oh, well, yes, feel free to go on through. Meanwhile, this man comes up and goes, what? How did you get that? Calder, you know that we didn't have that kind of money. Lewis, don't worry about it. We have things to attend to.
Shut up, Louis.
Wait, can I do an insight when he said, like, I hope you guys find what you're looking for?
Yeah, sure.
I just want to know if he meant it.
An 11, he is trying to warn you about something.
Huh. You know, I don't think he really wants us to get what we want. Okay. Well, not our problem.
You made it across.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
we do have an airship, so shall we?
Yeah.
We do have an airship. As you come up over here, you have a whole crowd of people behind you now. Meanwhile, this woman here is going to tap Calliope on the shoulder and
Yes,
say,
I want to talk to her.
Okay. Do you want to switch
excuse me,
spots?
Yes, please.
Okay.
is your friend with you? I see one of you, but there was another, wasn't there?
He fell, unfortunately. We got lost in... Well, how much do you know? Do you know where we were headed when we left camp?
You were headed towards the Infinite Cells to free some of the freedom fighters.
Turns out, she's
I left
just
to
gonna
try
say
and
this kind of... She's just gonna say this quietly and say it was all a lie. Baymore tricked us to get something else that he wanted. and unfortunately Asius fell because of that.
Her eyes turn from like this kind of sorrowful hope to pure dismay. Any chance of like a corner of a lip smiling has purely just descended as she looks at you crestfallen.
I'm so sorry.
No, he said he'd be safe.
We
He
tried
can't have done that.
everything.
That's a lie. Louder now.
It's
in denial.
not. It's not. Look, and she's gonna ask to pull her over to the side. Can I just talk to you over here, please? I'll fill you in on everything that happened.
Sort of shocked and in this like just shocked state, she follows you over to the side.
As she's doing that, Awa just goes to the boy and pats him on the back. It's like, see, dragon's blessing, and like looks at Duoth as to imply something.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
At advantage?
At advantage.
If I need
God.
Hey.
Holy shit. He looks and goes, okay, yeah, maybe there is something about this whole dragon business.
Tell your friends.
I don't have any friends.
Make some.
They died.
Oh no!
I guess the black dragons are the good ones here. And he looks at the giant black dragonborn. He goes like, maybe the red ones are like evil and these ones are good? What's the difference here?
Awa whispers to themselves like, shit, I didn't think about this color thing. Oh no. They're gonna be factions now.
What is he doing like that, Awa?
What?
What is he
Oh, he's
doing
just really
like
grateful for you.
He waves his...
that?
It was like 5 feet from him. He absolutely heard it all.
Hey, so this airship. What's
Whatever it is, you can tell me on the fucking airship.
Yeah.
Let's just get on the airship.
Duoth just with like the tired dad energy. God, I just need to get these kids on the fucking ship.
Hey everyone,
McDonald's,
let's go.
McDonald's.
Picks up Awa.
Whoop.
I'll catch up with you.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah, we'll finish up this
over the
conversation
Yeah,
and then we'll do the airship bit.
bring the collective.
The collective. Okay. You, Calliope, are talking to Tafa now about the whole filling in thing.
Yeah, she's filling in everything. She's explaining the whole freedom fighter thing was a hoax, that they got led through the cells and got lost, faced a beholder, and that's where Asius unfortunately fell. In the process of trying to find everyone again, she found Baymore, and the whole resurrecting her mom and the Lich King is a whole thing now, and now there's a whole Lich. And Baymore trying to lead the freedom fighters in a war to basically destroy everything and bring everything back to nature for what she understood. And it's just, now there's, all of this happening. And yeah, it's probably a lot.
Was Yinrin in on this?
Can you remind me again who Yinrin is?
That's okay. Yinrin was the old Furbolg who told you about how they sold your memories to the Hydra.
Oh,
the tribe leader?
The tribe leader.
She shakes her head and goes, I'm not sure. It seemed like it was all Baymore's doing. He's been behind all of these wars from the start. It was...
It's weird that now that you say that, I don't recall when Baymore even joined the Resistance. It felt like he was just always there.
that's the whole thing. He's was using my mom puppeteering from the shadows, using her to lead everyone, and now he's doing it again. And she's unfortunately tied to him now.
Everyone else back there is in danger.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
I want to help, I do, but there's the whole, I don't know if you've heard about the Hydra situation or anything, but there's so much happening. I want to help so bad, but I have another mission I had to do first. But as soon as it's done, I am making my way over. I want to make things right with everything, with the tribes.
I'm not sure how you found any courage to push on like that. But I'm thankful that at least one of us has that energy. I have a promise that I need to go fulfill.
Stay safe.
I won't.
Fair enough.
And she goes back
back?
Across the bridge.
We just got you in.
What is she gonna do? Oh no, I should have asked. Oops.
Okay, everybody, just get on the ship,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Duoth, meanwhile, we're leaving!
Baydon!
Yeah.
We got things to do. Come on.
I'm
Time to
here.
go.
Are we bringing the others with us?
Come on. He waves at the other ones too. Like, just get fucking on.
They all
My
like,
guy!
they all kind of trepidatiously are like, wait, really? We don't have to walk? You're gonna give us a ride too? This is great. Okay, sure.
People
He starts
are
getting
cool.
impatient and like picks some of them up to like pull them back onto the.
Oh my god.
And
Oh my God.
I guess, okay, well, they're all on now. Just a second, I need to go change things. Yeah, you're saying, Awa?
Awa puts their hands on their hips and like their head down. They're like, oh shit, I gotta keep interacting with the kid now. I thought it was over.
Fuck, I gotta keep being nice to him and shit.
You brought them over.
How do I push this dragon narrative even more?
You've accidentally adopted a puppy, and now you have to feed it
No.
and also try and train it. As this happens then, I guess you take off into the skies. As the airship flutters to life, a kind of like semi-autonomous driving ship for it.
And how many people there?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 of them now.
Great.
You go up and you notice that this ship was specifically designed to ferry parcels across things. Parcels, sensitive kind of information, that whole bit. It's a smaller airship, it's more like a schooner size, but you also notice that on the back end of it is an eye. A large eye emblazoned across the Braidorian blue. And then you take off into the now setting sun and soon the night sky.
Would the eye mean anything to do with?
The eye would not mean anything to Duoth specifically yet.
Okay.
What about to us?
Not to Awa, not to Calliope.
Oh.
Might mean something to another party.
Well, they're not here.
Not there.
Darn,
but
if only they were here.
yeah, I was like, take that for what you will. But you guys come up into the night sky, and you see this like ambient aether rippling throughout the clouds and everything. At this level of the atmosphere, the aether kind of like breaks down a little bit. It becomes more visible. It starts wisping around in these like globulous formations and everything. Calliope, this is the closest you've felt to nature in a long while. This feels undisturbed, almost like there's a raw force here of energy. And Awa, you feel, well, this is your first time on a real airship. There's this sort of like sense of calm and serenity. As the night overcomes, the auroras made by the ambient aether like twist and turn about in these interesting shades of blue, each with like a different kind of luminosity. And it's like for once, you all feel like there is not an immediate threat and you do not have to deal with anything immediately. Until you turn around and you notice that there are 4 other strangers with you guys now.
I would like to try to eat a cloud.
Oh my god.
Okay, sure.
Awa opens their mouth and is like, ah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say that happens. You go in and you take a big ol' air full of aether and water in the cloud. The condensation like almost condenses back again, and you have a mini cloud inside your mouth.
Oh my god. You guys, check this out.
Oh wow.
Look at the cloud.
You got a cloud in your mouth. How's it
Oh,
taste?
this is so cool.
As Awa has a cloud in their mouth, and she's like, "Wow, that's so cool." Duaz is going around the other 4 people and being like, "Okay, what's your name?" Nice to meet you. My name is Duaz.
Dude, fuck. Okay, just a second.
What's your name?
That beggar's name was Beggar.
Question.
He was meant to just show that you have to pay money.
Okay. I guess I'm not the only one with a puppy now, huh? Give me the breed. Give me the stats, man.
Give me the stats. Just a second. I have some just in case.
I swallowed the cloud.
It's loading.
That's really
it is loading.
Dad.
I was prepared. Okay, I just wasn't that prepared. I didn't think you guys would fucking adopt him.
And yet, our curveball hits again.
Bukaron. The first one's name is Bukaron, the beggar.
Is
Are you
that
right?
the old man or the boy?
The young boy.
Okay.
He looks up at you guys. Very much looks up at Duoth. And says, "My name, is Bukaron. I suppose I'm Bukaron the beggar now. I used to be a shopkeep back in Canoglyph. But everything's burned away now."
Ex-shopkeeper doesn't sound bad either. Maybe you can start again.
And he holds up this little platinum piece. With this, maybe I can. Wherever we land, where are we going?
We're going to Ormag.
Armagh, the capital?
I believe so, yes.
Oh god, if I'm to set up shop there, I have to. And you can see, like, he immediately starts thinking around, being like, okay, I need to make sure that I establish my IP rights. I need to make sure that I have not just good land real estate, but that I have a catchy gimmick to bring people in the door with. Have you, if you were ever to run a shop, what would you call it?
I have idea. No.
Don't worry, Awa.
What should I sell?
Sex. No.
And he looks down. He's like, I mean, I don't have much, but I'll try and sell it, I guess.
No. Okay, so Awa like ran over there when they saw them talking. Was like, oh hey, yeah, what you should sell? That sounds like a good thing to brainstorm about. And like puts their arm around the kid. Forgot his name already.
You do
Bukaron.
that. His name is Bukaron.
Yeah, Bukaron. It's like, oh, I don't
do
know.
that.
What were you really good at stuff before this? is
talk
like
a lot
taking
more.
him away from Dua.
You sound a lot more like an entrepreneur than I do. He's
you.
gonna turn around.
Duoth, like, I don't care.
Like, wow, that's great. I just want to know the people that are here and that we're traveling with, and
the small dwarfen man looks up at you, like squinted pupils and a pursed mouth, and he goes, you're supposed to be one of the good ones, right?
Jesus Christ.
supposedly yes.
Pleasure to meet you. Puts his hand out. Name's Norenmouth.
He gives him a handshake, like with his two fingers. Shakes his hand.
Yeah, his entire hand is like takes like your pinky, basically. And goes, pleasure meeting you. Anyways, pleasure meeting you.
What was his name? Did he say his name?
Norenmouth.
Norenmouth.
Noran mouth.
Can you
Could also be
type this
Norenmouth,
for us?
but I like
Can
saying
you
it
type
that it's
it for us?
Norenmouth. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Can you also type Vukura? The boys.
Yes.
Thank you.
And he's gonna turn to Caleb and be like, okay, and the other two are our acquaintances, correct?
Yes.
He turns at them. You both, you know Awa, correct?
Yes, this one, Treos, will be like, yes, I just met her. She's quite nice. And meanwhile, Tyrus will go, yes, I know her. She knows my brother a lot more, though.
Oh, now about your own brother.
Clef is like, I knew it.
Knew what? Knew what?
Can I have your names again, if that's not much of a problem?
Treos, Tyrus.
And who?
Tyrus, the one in purple, raises his hand. The name's Tyrus.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks. And I think he's just gonna go plop down over on the side of the ship.
As you walk away, they're gonna go, are you going to tell us your name?
Oh, my bad. My name is Duath.
Duoth, a pleasure to meet you. Have you been with the Paladins long? You can see they're trying to rope you back into conversation.
Longer than I would like to admit.
Has it been a good time?
It had its ups and downs. Sometimes more downs than ups.
Tyrus then speaks up. Have you slain many people? Have you earned honor on the battlefield? What is it like? What's it like being in war?
Oh boy. Okay. He's gonna sit down and wave them over to sit down. And he probably has a couple stories to tell from like ye old times, you know? Like,
Ooh, do you tell them as ye old times, or are you just like, there was this one time?
the first one he's gonna start like, there was this one time a long time ago that this happened. You know, like the first one he starts like ye old times, and then just slowly the second one turns into like, okay, and then this happened later.
Describe to me one battle. Feel free to go in detail. You are allowed to establish one of the first battles that ever happened in Ivraia.
Oh my god, that is a lot of
No pressure, no pressure.
I will say that you have 3 options of a war that Duoth would have been in. There was once a war between Nunavik and Bredor. There was once a war between Bredor and Nor. And there was once a war between Bredor and the Asherian theocracy.
what was the first one? Bredor and
Nunavik,
Nunavik.
the southeast.
Yeah, let's go with that one. Let's go with Braider and Nunavik.
Mm-hmm. It is a wild, jungly setting. It is filled with plant life, fauna, the wilds of nature becoming one with the wilds of man. It is where man first learned to rage. And Brador, the one that was the first land of laws, as they came a tete-a-tete with one another. It was a battle between law and order versus wild and blistering rage. If you'd like to describe one of the first battles that happened between the two, the floor is yours.
It was a long time ago. Braider was expanding its laws and control, and Nunavik was the next target. They bumped heads. It was there was conflict, and it just escalated. People were not happy, but we thought, for the sake of everybody, a place so unruly would be better with some order to it. That's what we were told, and that's what we thought at the time. So we raised our swords, our shields, and marched over. It was a long battle. The terrain, it was not something we're used to, really. There were jungles, there was a lot of vegetation. We took in a lot of surprise attack. We're coming from everywhere, it felt sometimes. But we stood strong.
Did you ever feel scared?
I did, but there were other people with me. So if back then we relied on each other to keep each other standing, so it was easier to focus on the battle ahead than on the fears inside of us, right? It cannot get to you if you know where you're going.
Do you feel proud of your accomplishments in that battle?
I do.
Tyrus is looking up at you, sparkles in his eyes as he hears this recollection of the war, of the battle. And he looks to you as he goes, I hope that I can live up to the standards that you set one day. I just have one other question. For that kind of battle, as you push yourself past your limit, what is it like afterwards? Do you collapse? Do you hold yourself strong? Is this I imagine something like that is insanely intense on the endurance, and I fear I do not have the endurance to sustain myself in battle. How do you push yourself from one engagement to the next after next? I would simply fall dead at some point, I fear.
You don't really know how durable you are until you are put to that setting. So do not underestimate yourself. But there is nothing like the bliss of suddenly everything was quiet around you. The screams, the clashing of swords, it starts to die down. And for a second there is silence. You can breathe again, and you can look around you again. And the battle's over, and you did it.
That moment, I hope I can get there one day. For my pilgrimage and for those that I value back home. Meanwhile, the dwarf behind walks over and goes, "Pain is just weakness leaving the body, you little fucker." And goes over to this side. And plops back down. He waddled the whole way going there, and he goes, "I fought many a villain in my day, but what he said didn't even come close to the stuff I did." But for Awa and Calliope, you guys are able to roll a history check for me on Duwath's story.
Wow, I'm history.
I'm just
Wow.
this evening.
Calliope, the story that Duwath just mentioned when he mentioned the jungles of Nunavik, and he mentioned the law and order that Brador was bringing in, that is a war that you only learned about as one of the founding wars of the 8 countries. That is a war that happened about 5,000 years ago.
Oh, jeez.
I'm a piece of history, baby.
I'm gonna kind of look over to Duwath, just wide-eyed for a second, like, oh my god, I didn't realize you were that old. But, like, she's thinking it to herself. She'll bring it up later. She's like, I don't know if I should reveal that, call it out or anything, so we're just
Say
gonna...
it right now!
No.
Say it, I'm old. It's fine.
With that being said, though, they'll look at you, Treos and Tiras both, and go, thank you for indulging us in that. I think we can hold that close to our chests for whatever is to come next.
Of course, honestly, it's been a while since I was able to share any of those stories, so if you ever want to hear another, indulge
We might
this
just
old
make-
man this time.
We might just take you up on that. Thank you. I don't want to take too much of your generosity for granted, though. We'll let you rest for the night. I imagine you must be exhausted after everything. And they'll come over here both and sort of like plop down.
If he wasn't plop down, he's gonna plop down now.
Okay. Just on the center of the deck.
Yes.
Blah. The whole ship sort of rocks a little bit from the sheer weight.
Calliope's gonna kind of sit down beside him and just lean over quietly and be like, that fight was like 5,000 years ago. I didn't realize you were that
old.
Yeah.
Yeah, giants, really a long time.
I see that now.
We are not
So you're giant.
part.
And then like Awa interrupts from behind because obviously not poking over his shoulder.
I'm part dragonborn, part giant, yes.
Technically called Modron over here.
Modron. I forgot the name, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're all good. That's why I was like, I'll let it go for a little bit, and then I'll just like throw it your way.
Thanks.
We can't
but
confirm
yeah.
the token anymore.
What?
Oh, because the game is paused. Never mind.
What? No, the game should not be paused for you.
Oh, it is. We can't move anything.
Try moving now?
Now I'm good.
Okay. It just didn't unpause for you when I unpaused it.
I was in time.
Put Luna in timeout.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is now nighttime.
Okay, return.
If there's anything
Yeah.
else you guys would like to discuss, now is the time. Otherwise, I will bring you to the next part of the scene.
You off. Do you want to talk about your past?
Well, I suppose the only thing you guys really need to know is, I used to serve Aralo directly, but, the things you were complaining about, and you were pointing out earlier, Awa, I am very much aware that a lot of the things Paladins call righteous or not. And oftentimes, me and Ralo did not see eye to eye on those. And one of those times, I spoke up to him, and he did not like that. That's how I ended up in jail. Where you guys found me. So will I still wear the armor because, well, what else am I going to wear? I am no longer working for him.
So you're just using the name of the Paladins to wield the power that's not really yours anymore.
Yes.
I like it.
Well, it's worked out for us, hasn't it?
It certainly has.
But, I mean, I guess if we're sharing, this is a good of time as any to start getting on the same page, huh?
Well, what about you guys? You literally dropped from the sky with, madman and dead mother, my condolences. And a lot happening around you.
Yeah, we've got a pretty big collection of craziness following us.
I still think we're cursed.
I wouldn't put it past it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Either that or whatever controls this world is very twisted.
Okay, what the hell?
Fucking with us.
I'm just sitting here, man.
Meta coming back to bite you.
The sky quakes as it goes, come on, man. What the hell?
What the fuck was that? No.
I'm cursing you.
No!
Wait, double the curse? That negates each other. A negative and a negative mixed up. No. Well, Calliope's obviously from Cunniclef, but I'm from Golden Commonwealth. And I guess before we met you, we got roped into this after unleashing a kraken with pirates. Would be the best way to put it. So it does seem, yeah. I think Awa starts to fill in Duas on, like, what they've been through. And like as a synopsis version, not as a essay.
LDR, the Spark Notes.
Yeah, the Spark Notes. But no, I don't think they would do that. Never mind. Sorry, I was gonna say something like a character quirk, but I'm like, no. Okay. Yeah, so they just like tell them the Spark Notes version of like what they've been up to until they met Dua. And then we met you.
And who are you? I know your name is Awa, and you're from the Golden Commonwealth. But what do you do? What are you looking for?
And like I was sitting and just bunches up their knees and like sets their head on their knees and it's like, well, I guess now I'm just trying to enjoy the world for what it is until we meet the next traumatic monster.
Well, with your guys' luck, and maybe now mine added onto the mix, it may not be too long until then.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe our luck might change for the better.
I think we've got a while before that happens.
Well, come on, Calliope. You're supposed to be the optimistic one, and like, how help us, Calliope?
You don't have to be optimistic. There's been a lot happening.
Don't have it in me right now.
What about you, Calliope?
I don't know. I want to see this through. I want to get this done. This is what we kind of made a pact to do is to stop these hydras from destroying this place. But I guess part of me wants to rush through it so I can get back to figuring out everything with Baymore and my mom and everything, but I know rushing through this is just not gonna happen. This is gonna take a fair amount of time too, and I'm trying to refocus, I guess. I feel like I'm kind of being pulled everywhere right now.
I understand that.
Well, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
We got on the ship, that's one. We are on our way to Armac, that's another. And then we go from there.
Yeah, one thing at a time definitely sounds better than everything all at once, so...
Everything, everywhere.
All at once.
Kind of like a bagel, you know?
And everything.
An everything bagel. It's delicious, but there's also like a bunch of crumbs that they leave behind when you're not careful. So, but yeah. What about you, Duath? Or I know you've offered to help see this through, but is there anything you're after?
Well, first of all, to repay the favor to you guys. And yes, I may no longer be under oath to work for Aldo, but, you know, it's cheesy, I know. But I still like to help people. I'm a paladin for a reason, you know? And
Do you have any intentions with Rallo?
you know, ideally get back at him for what he did.
Awa nods. Respectable.
Wouldn't ever think of going against a Veil Lord. That's pretty tall order.
It is, but that's why, as say advice, taking one thing at a time, helping you guys with this war against the Hydras could help me, you know, stretch my muscles again, stretch my legs
Build up
again,
some strength.
build
Yeah.
up some strength, and you know, that's more like an end goal.
Yeah.
If I find something to chip away at it and help me work towards it, I'll do it.
You might not even have to be as strong as you think, so, I mean... I wonder if their masks hold all their power, and if we just take the mask, who will they be but a shell of a man?
Yeah.
What is a
that's if
man?
you can take
Miserable pile of secrets.
Where the fuck did you come from? It's like
It's me. How's it going? Sorry to interrupt. You can go on. I just couldn't help myself.
I did meet up with an old friend, an old acquaintance. He's got some grand plan. Bring back all gods, something along those lines. I can just fill you up at some other time if you want more details. Boy, he's just as sick of the Baylors as, you know, I am now. So anything to, you know, as I said, anything to work towards my final goal, I will help with.
I kind of met, well, I shouldn't say I met, I found, well, Badon found that, the grave of the gods, and there was there was a Hydra there that I think was trying to protect the place from being opened, so I'm not sure.
Oh, that means we should have definitely gone in.
I know, I wanted to so bad, but then I went to go find you guys because I didn't want to do it with just Badon and I, and then, well, we met up and then everything exploded, you know, as it usually goes.
I know.
What is that about the Call of the Dragon Hour?
What? What about these dogs things? That's the first time I'm hearing about it. I thought
I was 5
it was always
from you. I have ears.
All right, so they have been using you to spread that dragons are actually good.
Are they?
Can't they be?
I mean, I don't see why not. It's
there's
just
good people and there's bad people.
Yeah, that makes
one
sense.
dragon we've seen just burnt down an entire village.
Yeah, but before that, he wasn't a bad person, so something triggered them. And I don't know what it was. Like, I didn't actually.
Was it?
I don't. I mean, tell me if this is true. We went into that. Everything was okay. We went into that room. We had a conversation with them. Calmed them about leaving their stuff behind. They put it under his trophy, and then, then we left. Right? There was nothing else.
I believe that's what it was. Yes.
Yeah. So I just asked Bokor if he can make sure to keep it safe, and he just got set off after that.
Maybe. Well, I mean, I want to say maybe if he's a dragon, he's just really protective over his horde, and I don't know, maybe there was something out of place, or
something moved.
Something moved. You don't think there could have been anything, like, in that drawer that they could have taken when we were looking?
I don't know. I thought it was empty. I didn't even know it was there.
Well, I mean, that's the thing for a hidden shelf like that. Usually there's something hidden inside them.
Well, all right. Well, going on from that, I mean, I need to. I don't know if there's any way to calm Volkor down, but there's got to be a way to communicate with him one more time. But before that, what about the Nightwing? Or not the Nightwings, but the other party we have to meet? How do we even broach that subject?
I don't know.
I suppose what we can do is find them first.
Yeah, I guess it's a great bridge we gotta cross when we get there.
To Armagh, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does the party rest?
I think so.
Sounds like a good idea.
Rest sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys settle in for the night and give yourselves a long rest, everyone feel free to give yourself a long rest on your character sheets.
Yes. Where's my long rest button? There we go.
Yes.
Yay!
I have all my hit dice back.
Wow.
We bring you guys to a new map
Wow.
Oh boy!
as you have entered the Vendegian Empire.
We did it, gang.
We did it!
Let me, as soon as I'm loaded in, I will reveal where you guys currently are. Suddenly, a new token appears on the map. currently before you, you have Armagh all the way over here. Everything else, you're more than welcome to investigate.
Are we the airship or the crew?
You are
Oh, never mind.
the crew of your
The crew.
people over in the southeast. It could be a little bit above table for you guys if you like. But the other group might be over where that airship is.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe, possibly.
Maybe
That is
possibly.
the wrong one. That is the wrong one. Please go away. Go away. Okay.
You got your measurement controls. As a thing here to note out, now that you guys have an airship, it is 30 miles a day on an airship. It is 15 miles a day on foot. So you guys can go 30 miles in a day in any direction. Unless you are landing on a town, when you land on an open space, you will roll for a thing that is happening there. But also, as you go over each of these spaces, you will notice part of the map being unveiled. With each of these things that gets unveiled, if you notice that there is a thing like a statue, a landmark of any sort, you can always touch down on the airship and explore it.
We can move 30 miles.
That's the furthest we can go. I mean, do you guys just want to move 30 miles into that forest?
We could.
Yeah, we could.
Okay, let's do it.
Alright.
Okay. Here, I will move you guys for this a little bit just because it's like kind of matters a little bit about the path you take there. You can't just like go there. As you are
I do
going,
not see this token.
wait, you don't see the token?
I can't see the token. I'm just staring. I'm like looking in the corner. I'm like, I don't see it. I'm looking for like, you're like, oh, the other airship. That's where they are. And I'm like, what airship?
I hid the airship.
He hid it.
Oh,
But you guys here, you see that?
I don't.
Oh, I don't see it.
Our crew?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't see the group token.
What
Oh.
I
the?
could see it before, and now I can't.
Do you see black? Or did you see anything move on the map?
No, I just see the map, and like I see you guys moving around.
Oh, do you have it selected, Nobby?
No,
She can't see it in the first place. So
I can't see it in the first place.
Okay. Well,
I
let's
tried
deal with some
refreshing,
technical
but it wasn't
stuff.
there.
You've already refreshed it. It's not there.
It's not there.
Try grabbing your little select thing and just doing a rectangle on the path that's like.
Okay.
Try drawing like a little rectangle here.
Oh, now I see him. Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so it's a weird selection issue then.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, as you guys traveled around here, first, as you soared through the skies, you noticed that there was a weird statue over on this hexagon over here. It seems to be hidden in a cave of sorts, but even through the cave, it peeks out through the wilderness. I'm only bringing these up just because you flew past them, and I just want to bring them up to your attention. Do you want to stop down there?
No, I don't. I vote no.
Okay.
What
Okay.
do you guys vote?
No. I'm good.
Sounds good.
I think, yeah. I'm going.
As you guys continue on then, you come over to this large bridge. And you notice that this is a bridge that spans for miles and miles on end. It seems to even be elevated in many of its circumstances, across of which it seems there's a decent number of people traveling about. But for the most part, is still just a long stretch of land. You notice that the inlets traveling between it, of its pillared supports, still finds their ways back into the main reaches of the land. As they feed back into the ocean itself. Even from here, you can already see the waters churning below, the currents that are deep and make that ocean almost unpassable on its own, already being fed with that water-based aether. But more importantly, you guys elect to stop here for the night, as you notice a road continuing off to the west through the forest itself. Would you like to keep the ship floating, or would you like to land it?
Do we know if the ship has fuel we have to worry about?
Yes, the ship does in fact have fuel. It is enough for probably like a 7-day voyage. If you landed every night, it'd probably be 3 days if you just kept it going.
Well,
You wanna land?
yeah, I'm gonna vote landing
Yeah, let's landing.
for the
Conserve
night.
fuel.
Just for the fuel.
As you land, I'm going to need one of you to roll me a d12 and a d4.
Hopefully.
It can be 2 different people, but only one is allowed to make said roll.
Can I do it?
Yeah, go for it.
What was
Are
the
you
roll
going to be
again?
rolling both?
Sorry, what was it for again?
A d12 and a d4. You can have one person roll a d12 and another roll a d4, or one person roll the d12 and d4.
I vote Luna rolls a d12 and Naomi rolls a d4.
Okay.
Twinsies.
Threes.
2 3s. Okay. Just a second. Need to get my encounter table. Alright. 3. Okay. You land the ship, and you notice that right off on the edge of this forest, that there is a camp set up by 4 humans and 3 lizard folk. The lizard folk welcome you into their campsite and share food with you, while the humans eye you with a kind of trepidation. They look to you and they say, "Who are you? To come on an airship like that, you must be quite important."
We're just travelers.
We have
In an airship?
I mean,
Do you operate
One
in
of
the
us
upper
is more
vales?
I mean, one of us is more important than the others, but I don't know if he is allowed to say. Yeah, excuse me.
we have business in our mag, and we were lucky enough to have this airship facilitated to us to get there as soon as possible.
Business in Armagh? Do you think they could be? And the lizard folk says, No. They have their own business to attend to. Nothing to do with us. The human looks over at you and goes, You're a paladin, right?
Yes.
What kind of business does a paladin have in Armagh?
Just have some people to meet.
People to meet? About when are you trying to meet them? Is there a certain day?
I was keeping a date. Ideally the time I want to be there by.
Yeah, what date is that?
It's of course my calendar. The weekend, Saturday.
The 24th?
Can't expand. Yeah, I can't expand it right now, but
Wait.
You're good.
Okay. No, open.
If you're trying to say the date that I think you're talking about, there is Saturday the 24th. You were told reinforcements arrive, and Sunday the 25th, the invasion begins.
Yes, sir. That's one.
Which one of those two?
The 23rd.
The 23rd was not any of those dates.
Obviously, we want to meet with them before reinforcements arrive, so we
Obviously.
can group up.
Do you tell them the 23rd?
We tell them the 24th.
What? Why are you telling them? Where are we telling them?
Oh, that's a great question. My bad.
What
Never
date?
mind.
What date were you trying to be there by? You said you were trying to meet with those people. Was there a certain day that you were told to be there by?
Owl whispers 24th. To do
Before
off.
the 24th.
The human looks over at the lizard folk. I think they are. Lizard folk goes, you and your compatriots, you here to stop the Hydras?
Yes.
The lizard folk gets up from his campfire and comes over to you. He holds out his hand and goes, then I welcome you, brothers in arms. We are currently on our way to Armagh itself to meet there on Saturday with the rest of the reinforcements. We bring 4 columns worth with ourselves.
Oh,
Wow.
you're the reinforcement. Sweet.
I shake his hand.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
We fight under the flag of the Nightwings.
Oh, hey, the Nightwings. I know those guys.
No
Are you-
opinion.
Are you friends with them? They saved us.
Acquaintances.
Oh, what'd they save you from?
We were enslaved by chain devils. They broke us free, and they gave us our own rights back. We fought to free the rest of our clans that were still held in captivity amongst this entire forest, and we aim to, after we have recollected all of them, collect outside of Armagh and fight under the flag of the Nightwings. They saved us, otherwise we would have been enslaved, putting down those seeds for the false Hydras. For God knows how long, until they ate us.
Please.
It's because they plant hydras like
Like trees.
foliage.
Kind
Before
of.
they-
It's like a weird, like, baby carcass mixed with a bunch of weird stuff.
Oh, lovely.
It is
They
unholy.
eat baby carcass.
It's
Yeah.
super
Huh.
gross. But yeah,
And they
basically,
made
like,
us
plant
dig
them
the
in
hole out in the
ground.
forest, perform the rituals around it, and even acquire the materials needed for the seed.
Ooh.
Since you're so acquainted with the whole process of it, did you encounter any plots of land where you think there might be hydras?
Yes, multiple.
Yeah.
Do you know of any way to stop the growth of them by chance?
I myself do not know, but the Nightwings said that they had a plan. They said that there was something that they had figured out that could stop the growth of them, that could choke them dead. I am not sure. I was merely told to gather my friends, gather my allies, my tribe mates, and gather outside Armagh on the 24th.
I hate to be the one to stir up bad memories if that's the case, but would you happen to remember where you planted some of those seeds?
Yes, absolutely. Here, give me your map.
He's gonna look for his cartographer's tools.
I will.
So that he gets to use them again.
I will draw a circle on the map for areas that they have planted seeds. There's one here.
Wonderful.
Oh wait, I don't think you can see it on the map.
Nope.
Nope.
Interesting. How do I do this then? I might be able to do it as like a blast radius thing then. Aha!
Yeah, I can
that
see
does
that.
it.
I see that.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
There is one here. There's one here. There's one here. There's one here. And they have encountered that tribe. Yep. Okay, so they would also know that there was one here.
Oh boy.
These are the ones that I know of, at least from my freed clansmen that I was able to take out of their servitude.
Awfully close. Do you Have these ones sprouted yet? The ones that are along our path?
Long sprouted, yes. They were buried months ago.
Oh boy.
Let's see.
Percival himself came by on a campaign. Meant for diplomacy, but in secret. He enslaved our peoples and had us dig these holes, bury the seeds, and he overwatched many of them.
It's never truly diplomacy, is it?
Always his own ends.
Stupid cat.
Oh, it looks at Dua. Do you want to take one on for practice?
I suppose it couldn't hurt. Do you guys know how to deal with them? Have you dealt with them? Yeah, but you have dealt with them before, right?
We have. We
Both
could
false and real hydras. It was the body, right, Nami?
Yeah.
I'm asking if like Toto doesn't know either. It was the body, right, that you killed it with? Or
I remember. Okay, above table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when we fought the Hydras. I remember we cut some heads off to get to the body.
Yeah.
But it was also a baby Hydra, the one we fought.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they've probably been upped quite a bit since then.
Probably like children. Ugh.
I can say also above table, yes, the one you guys fought is like the tutorial version of a false
Yeah,
Hydra.
that was like the prototype.
Yeah. They're much bigger now, and they have a lot more things to do and mechanics that happen.
Ah.
Yeah, Percival was using that city as a test run, and we just happened to be the ones that
We ran into it.
ran into
Yeah.
it.
It's now been perfected over the course of another year, and he's been given time to implant them all across the country.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Well, I will not be opposed to trying to take one on. If you guys feel confident about it, I will do my best to help. And I think it will be good practice. Also, this fog, we're heading to our mag as well, right? So, and there's, according to the map, there's a couple in the way.
I remember them mentioning, the other Nightwings mentioning something about smoke. There was a kind of smoke that would help, I guess, I don't know, weaken them or something about causing them not to steal memories or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember something about smoke. But we could always
You're right.
give it a shot. Take
Yeah.
something on. I think I've still got the notes from the prototype, but that was the prototype.
You pull out your notebook, and you do still have that notebook page from when you met the other Nightwings and they told you about the smoke. You do have plans for the prototype, if you'd like to make it. It does require a hefty amount of materials and processing, though.
Alright, well,
What does it need?
what does it need?
It looks over.
Okay. If you're going to be trying to make the smoke, the biggest thing is that obviously you're going to need something that produces smoke, that captures said smoke, but more importantly, infuses it with aether. Fire-infused aether that like makes sparks off of the smoke itself. It creates like a never-ending chain loop that was originally designed to give combustion towards things. But now, in this case, if a false Hydra is imbued in it, it will basically like burn away its flesh before it is able to regenerate, and that will choke out the Hydra from the inside out.
Ooh.
For that part, then, you're gonna need a canister to hold said smoke. You're gonna need something that produces smoke, and you're going to need some kind of substance or delivery mechanism that imbues it with fire-aspected aether.
Okay. Let me write that down again. Can you say it again, please?
Sure
You need
thing.
a canister.
Yeah, canister to hold smoke. You need a thing to produce smoke. And you will need a thing that imbues said smoke with fire aspected aether. Those are the tools that you will need. The materials you will need will be fire aspected aether and smoke, and really that's the only material that you need. It's a lot about the tools and processes. As you're going through this though, the lizard folk will speak up and go, if you're meaning to try and make something, I know tools are a hard thing to come by, but many of these towns, the lower vales, have thoughtsmiths. They can't make it en masse, but if you have an idea and you have a way of what it's supposed to look like or how it's supposed to be done, thoughtsmiths are arcanely trained to produce those prototypes. It might be a one-time use. It might be not as many as you need. But if you can go to a town, you can at least get something from a thoughtsmith.
We can always give it a shot.
We could. How many towns are on our way there? And because if there is a thoughtsmith on each town, I know this may delay us a bit. But if there's a thoughtsmith in each town, in theory, we could stop at one town, get one. Stop at another town, find a thoughtsmith, and get another one.
Wouldn't hurt. I mean, we could try.
If you travel across the southern bank, there's Vikram and Laurentis. If you travel north, you could go Bleskar and Ponsac. And then Armagh itself would probably have a number of thoughtsmiths.
I guess, do we go there and then backtrack? Or do we hit up some of the towns on our way?
Ponsac seems to be the closest to these two. So I don't know about. Well, there's also Laurentis and
Laurentis is
I
like
don't know
right
about.
beside one too.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I don't want to blow up another town. So I'd rather go to the ones that are in harm's way. I guess it'd be right here. Vikram and Laurentis.
We could head to Bikram then.
Okay.
They're next to each other, and it may be easier to, stop one after the other.
Yeah.
Because Blesker and Ponsac do involve a bit of backtracking.
Alright, so we'll hit Vikram then.
Thanks for that bit of information, by the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Another ally of the Nightwings is an ally for us. Whatever we can do to stop those false Hydra, put Percival in the ground, I am more than happy to offer and provide. And he looks around to a couple of his friends. He says, before this, I had no hope for a future. But ever since I was freed, I now have a hope that I can remember. And I don't aim to give that up.
You won't have to.
Well, you won't have to, yeah.
He sits back down at the campsite and goes, I hope so. May you fare well. And he looks at you three. To what do I call you? Your collective, your group.
We've never really come up with a name.
Yeah. I mean, we joked about one.
Well, what was the name that you joked about?
I don't even remember.
Pierced hearts. I mean, it's kind of.
No. Absolutely not.
Why not? Make it canon.
No. We could be something cool.
Or like the what was it gonna be, like the kissers of death or something? Death kisses?
Cool
I don't know.
name. Urban Titans, Midnight Martyr.
How Luna says that they're on a name generator right now without saying they're on a name generator. Adjective, noun.
Rhino.
The Diamond
Adjective, noun,
Dragon,
two.
the
Diamond
Thunder Guardian.
Ascius's asses.
Oh my god.
No.
Oh.
God. I feel like we should do something with memory.
I think that sounds fitting.
Yeah. The memory keepers.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see if there's a synonym for keeper.
For keeper.
Let's go to the thesaurus.com.
Yep. Chaperone. No. Guardian.
The lizard folk
protector.
will look at the new tattoo on Calliope's arm, a tree that looks like it spreads into horns with a handkerchief dangling from it, and say, whatever you are, it seems you carry your reflections well with you.
That's our gang sign? No, okay.
That's your gang sign.
That was above table. That was above
That's
table.
hard to make with your hands as a gang sign. I was just gonna say that could be like
That's
your
why it
flag
takes
or something if you
multiple
wanted.
Secret salute.
I was trying to more so spark. You could do something with like trees or branches or roots to go with memory.
Puns with memory.
Root synonyms.
The roots of memory, something like that.
We
If you guys really,
Can we
Okay.
get back to you?
We'll get back to you.
I was gonna be like, here's just a fun, quick thing. They'll spend 5 minutes max, and we'll be good to go. It's like, oh no,
No,
they
it's gonna
opened a
take
can
a
of
whole
worms.
session.
3
Okay.
hours later.
3 hours late now. He'll still then look at the tattoo on Calliope's arm and say, to whatever you name yourselves, it seems you carry your reflections, your memories, close to you at all times. I hope you also remember everything that you've gone through. And he sits back down at the campfire and lets you guys get back on your airship. From here, we come to our final decision of the session. To what direction will your party go?
It was a Bikram, right?
Yeah.
To find
Yeah.
a thoughtsmith.
Yeah.
To Vikram, to find a thoughtsmith. Will you head towards the lower veil or the upper veil?
The lizard
it the
folk said
lower veil?
Lower veil.
Yeah.
As you fly in on your ship, you notice 2 twin cities, one above the other, one planted in the ground, and another floating in the skies of thought. You have fully entered the Vendegian Empire and are about to enter your first town. The lower veils await you, and what you see in there will determine the course of the rest of this campaign. And that is where we'll end today's session.
Woo.
We did it!
We did it.
Whoa!
We
Hey
will
guys,
see
mantra, we're not
next
gonna
time.
blow this one up.
Not. We'll get what we need and we'll leave.
We're not gonna blow up this city. We're gonna try not to. We're
and
gonna
above
break
table.
the pattern.
I'm fine saying this. Because of this, you have landed in the same town as the Nightwings, who have just gone there in the same hour as you have.
Hey.
As you fly over and land, you notice another airship having just made dock. And so the next
Nice.
session will be a compound session
Oh wow.
Oh no.
between both parties as we see what happens here. There's gonna be so much that happens in this town.
This
Our
So we
scheduling
might
is gonna
blow
be a
this one up.
nightmare.
poor town.
Yeah, this
We
town
are
does not
not
know what has
blowing
just
it.
happened to it by two of these parties landing here at the same exact time. You guys are synced up, by the way, and you both spent the latter half of your day, the full time, going to this place. You were maybe like an hour behind them max.
Oh wow.
Yay.
Yay!
Let us here.
Yeah.
Thank
we
you,
love you,
Lizard
lizard folk.
You're a real one.
They the real ones. Okay, so next time we will be trying to go for a compound session between the two. It'll be a little bit messy, but there's things happening. It might be one of those like filter in, filter out kind of bits. We'll discuss it over in the chat, but what's more important is thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you guys so much for bringing the world to life and doing everything you did. This was really cool to see. I'm excited to see where this goes by the next session or by the end of the campaign. You guys are very close to Armagh. You guys are very close to this whole bit happening, and then we get to finally see how it all unravels. Until next time, though, I guess stay tuned. Goodbye.
But
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.